Hi guys, my name is Amo Aji Kelvin, your favorite nurse, Kelvin. Okay, on this episode, I want to talk to you about a very common condition that we normally, or many of us has experienced this kind of disease condition, but we don't normally talk about it because we see it somehow embarrassing and other stuff. This disease condition that I want to talk to you about is STIs. When we talk of STIs, STI simply means sexually transmitted infections. They are the kind of disease condition or they are the kind of infections we get through sexual intercourse with an infected person. Example of this kind of sexually transmitted infections are we have the gonorrhea, the syphilis, the candidiasis, the HIV/AIDS, we have hepatitis B and many more. On this episode, I want to let you know the risk and also let you know how we can lower the risk of developing this kind of condition. So this will be the first episode of STIs because I will take you through how we can prevent ourselves, how we are going to treat ourselves when we contact this kind of condition known as sexually transmitted infections. But on this episode, I want to let you know how we can lower the risk of getting or how we can lower the risk of developing sexually transmitted infection. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is abstinence from sex. If you don't want to contract this kind of disease condition known as sexually transmitted infections, the first thing that you need to do is abstinence from sex, meaning don't have sex at all, because when having sex, there's no way you are going to develop this kind of sexually transmitted infection. The next thing that you can also do is the use of condom. Using condom can also prevent you from developing or also can also reduce the risk of you developing sexually transmitted infections, because through the sexual act, and so what's a condom now? The condom now is preventing the penis, you as a guy and as a lady, from say maybe the partner now have a sexual intercourse, or that kind of condition now, will not get this kind of condition. Then the next thing that you can also do is avoid oral sex. Avoidance of oral sex, and I know so many of you are going to say oh, and come and then you need to do BJ, you need to lick the lady and all those things. Sana money now is a good fantasy. I'll person I feel okay, all right. But think about your health too, because it's also very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. I bet me also let you develop these kind of sexually transmitted infections. Another thing that you can also do or stop or reduce the risk of sexually transmitted infection is avoid multiple sex partners. Avoidance of multiple sex partners makes me for you to also stay away from STIs, because having multiple sexual partners, you are having a lot of sexual partners anyway, and all those stuff. You don't know the one carrying this kind of infections, and also you don't know the one or the kind of condition known as that sexually, and also you don't know. So the only thing you must do is you must keep one sexual partner who is wise and who will not go in for multiple sex partners. So you being a lady or a guy, if you notice or if you suspect, so you are a guy and as your lady is having multiple sexual partners, please run from the lady, because some condition be a prayer or fighting within that 2 minutes sex now be having a bit me can bring a big complication about our life. The next thing that you need to also do is you need to also get tested regularly. Anytime you make sure you go to the hospital. Then anytime you get yourself tested, do it regularly. For you to know whether you have this kind of condition and you have developed this kind of sexually transmitted infection. As for the ladies, a lady can be having gonorrhea, for instance, be unable to take some time and son of the lady night ababe aware of it. If not because a guy be who I catch a lady bet me taking years before a lady you can be aware of you have this sexually transmitted infection. But guys, the symptoms will start early because you start to have that pain during when you are relating and all those nema. Me, I'm a victim of it. I've experienced gonorrhea before, so I know how it feels. So what I say, yes, over Johnson will soon then on the so prevent yourself, avoid multiple sex partners, wear condom, abstain from sex. Then the next thing that you need to also do is to also don't drink before you have sex. Drinking and having sex, and also a different thing altogether. Because when or whilst you are drinking and you're having sex, you can be doing a lot of things you yourself when you won't do it. But because one of the you are under the influence of alcohol, you'll be doing some certain things now infections. You'll be fighting and fighting. We'll be fighting HIV/AIDS since childhood up to now because of too many sex you are having with small lady binti. So please prevent yourself. Get yourself tested. Then you need to also learn the signs and symptoms. Now we have phones. You use it. You can go to Google, you can go to YouTube, watch videos and know about how the things are. The next episode that I'm going to I'm going to talk to you about the symptoms and how to treat sexually transmitted infection. This episode there is about how we can lower the risk of developing the infection. A lower risk. So you need to be educated about it before we tell you about the signs and symptoms, before we will let you know the treatment and other stuff. Keep on watching my channel and also turn on the post notifications so that anytime I'm going to drop any video on the channel, you'll be the first to watch. Thank you, and also subscribe.